welcome back. So finally, nakatapos kami ng project ni Charlie and I'm able to share with you guys one of our latest build this 1987 Mercedes-Benz 190E. Yan. So, a little bit backstory muna of the car. I got this car last May of 2021 during the lockdown. So, lockdown build siya. And that time, wala akong alam sa sasakyan, specifically sa Mercedes-Benz na mga 80s. So this is my first Mercedes-Benz 80s car. Yan, it's been with me since May of 2021. So before buying her, naghanap muna ako ng mekaniko. Syempre, since wala naman tayo alam dyan sa mga pagmemekaniko. But luckily, I find one through Facebook only. Hindi kami related or anything. It was just a cold calling. So straight out from Facebook, minessage ko yung page niya, then he replied, then he agreed to meet with me para tingnan tong sasakyan. So we went to the place. This car was sitting in somewhere in deep Pasig area. So medyo probinsya na actually. And the car was sitting for almost a year not running. So pero nasa garahe naman daw. Nilabas lang nila when we came to see the car. And the reason why it was not running is syempre the fuel pump. Yun. Yung naman ginawa ng mekaniko that time was to revive the fuel pump para umandar. Of course, she was not running great, rough idling, but nauwi namin from the origin to Kainta to the shop of my friend. So diniretso na namin sa shop niya para doon niya naayusin, no? So it's been there, napatino naman niya, napaandar naman, enough para magamit ng paminsan-minsan, but of course it's not yet finished. So it was running well for a while, naayos naman niya, napatino naman niya yung makina, nalagyan ng aircon and everything. So but then one time he needed a car kasi wala siyang kotse, so pinahiram ko tong 190E na to since siya naman yung nagme-maintain, and mas gusto ko nga yun ginagamit para mabatak yung makina. But then after a month, hindi na nabalik sa akin, so I was kind of worried and I went to the shop or to his place to check on the car, at ayun na nga, medyo nasira niya. Ewan ko paano nasira yan. Sira-sira yung engine, ang daming baklas, yung clutch fan, pati yung muffler, tanggal. It was not even running, wala rin yung bagong battery bili ko. So ewan ko kung ano nangyari doon. So because of that, I had to pull out the car at dalhin na dito sa garage natin sa bahay and look for a new mechanic. So luckily, Charlie is here to help out sa sumalo ng trabaho. So si Charlie na yung nag-maintain ito since last year only, 2023. So from May 2021 to 2022, yung former friend ko yung nag-aalaga nito. So anyway, that's the backstory of this car. Ang dami na naming pinagawa dito, ang dami ko nang ginastos dito, ang dami ko nang ginawa dito. Many of them are brand new parts. But finally, meron kaming mga mods na ginawa ngayon or conversions, na major conversions na ginawa ni Charlie. And first time ko siya makita ulit, itong coaching to, dito sa bahay, kasi pwede nang gamitin. It's roadworthy, you can use it anytime, any day of the week. Functional na siya. So yun, kaya I'm very excited to share this car with you today. So basically, pero hindi pa rin siya tapos, of course. Next step on this car is to do the paint job. Pipinturahan namin ni Charlie yan, hilamos all over, and ayusin yung mga sira. So anyway, quick tour of the car first para mas ma-appreciate nyo. Alright, no, reason why I got this car, again, wala ko alam sa Benz when I got her back in 2021, is because gustong gusto ko talaga yung itsura ng mga 80s car. Kahon, kanto-kanto. For me, I believe the design of the 80s cars, yung era na yon, is one of the best eras sa automotive industry. And just looking at the lines, itong 190E, sobrang kanto-kanto niya. Yung mga lines niya, ang ganda. So it's timeless, no? Talagang sa ngayon hindi na kasi ganyan yung mga kotse. Sa ngayon kasi yung mga kotse curvy na, wala na yung mga guhit-guhit na ganyan. Yan, so I just like the style. Then, bakit ito particular na 190E ang kinuha natin is because yung dito, if you can see, naka AMG body kit siya. So, this is a Japan unit. This came from Japan, imported from Japan. Tapos dinala dito. Ayan, kasi naka AMG body kit siya, parang Cosworth. So, it's very sporty. Ayan, pati yung wing, lalo na sa wing, as I've said before, sa sedan, gusto ko yung may mga wing na kotse. So, meron siya nun. So, kaya ko siya binili. And this one, yung nasa gitna na ilaw, rare yan. Mahirap hanapin yan. And yung plaka, maganda. X. So, that's one of the main reasons what kinuha ko siya is napugian ako and naka-body kit kasi na AMG. So, medyo mahirap na hanapin yung AMG body kit. So, marami pa siyang gagawin from the outside. Like for this one, yan yung takip, didikit pa namin yan. Tapos yung paint, of course, is, as you can see, faded na yan. Siyempre, the car is almost 40-year-old. Yan, may mga tama na. So, aayusin namin lahat to. From the outside, what I did is ito, the logo. Napalitan na natin ng gold emblems yan. Nakahanap ako online, Facebook. Hindi naman siya 2.3, but then, sayang, para buo siya. I thought that the golden logo is bagay sa puti. So, which I believe, bagay naman. So, I bought this one. Dati wala kasi ito. So, nakabit na natin siya. Tapos sa muffler, ayan, na-upgrade na natin ng AMG muffler. This is only replica, but I got this from Russia. So, pinaship ko siya from Russia and pinadala ko siya dito. So, kinabit natin siya dyan. Then, from the outside, yung wheels. Ayan. In-upgrade na, pinalitan na natin yung wheels kasi before, naka 17 siya na Carlson. When I got her, naka Carlson na siya na 17s. Plato. Maganda naman, but it's not my taste. And syempre, build ng ibang tao yun. So, tas medyo matagtag nga since malaki. So, I wanted to, ito talaga gusto ko. Ang tawag dito, Benz 3. So, I wanted this size R16. Ayan. It's R16. So, medyo mahirap na rin hanapin tong size na to, sa Benz 3. Ito galing ata sa W140 sa S-Class. Yan yung stock ng S-Class eh. So, para malaki-laki pa rin ng konti, I decided to get the 16s, then 205 para for better ride. Yan. Tsaka, gusto ko yung itsura ng mugs na yan. Bagay naman sa kanya. Yan. So, sa harap, ito rin, along with the emblems sa likod, I got this golden Benz Diamond emblem. Looks good on the car. Ayan. So, basically from the outside, yun lang naman ang ginawa natin. So, silipin natin yung engine dahil meron din kaming ginawang malaking mods or conversion sa engine. Alright, as I've said earlier, na-enjoy ko naman siya as a stock. Napa-under naman ng previous mechanic yan. Medyo tumino naman. The problem that I had before lang, kahit na ma-under na siya, maganda na yung minor, is pag mainit na siya, tapos pag pinatay mo, then pag in-on mo ulit, hard starting na siya. So parang you needed 4 to 5 times cranking bago siya tumuli ulit. So hassle yun, di ba? Kung nagpapagas ka, nagpapakarwash ka, kung kumain ka, nakakahiya dahil hard starting siya. So nagagamit ko siya sa office. Office is in Parañaque. I live somewhere in Libis. So it works kasi umaga, nasa office tayo, tapos gabi na ako maalis doon. So pag malamig na yung engine, there's no problem with starting her up. Talagang one click naman yan, basta malamig yung engine. But the problem before, hard starting nga siya pag mainit yung engine. So hindi namin matrace yung problema, kami ni Charlie. So we decided to convert, yan, this guy. So tinanggal na namin yung K-Jetronic system niya or yung fuel distribution system niya sa M102. This is the M102 engine. Inline 4 with the K-Jet system, supposedly na nandito. So, as I've heard din kasi, notorious din yung K-Jet na yun for M102. Laging palyado, ang hirap kunin na mixture. Mga experts lang ang may kaya. But then, mahal na sila di ba? Tapos, wala rin naman tayo masyadong kilala ng mga experts. So, basically, yung electronics, there used to be an ECU here. Live somewhere here. Feeling ko, ang sakit niya is the ECU, electronics. Kaya siya palyado, tapos kaya siya hard starting, yan. To make our lives more simpler, sinuggest ko tumulong din sa akin dito si Easy, yung friend natin sa E&M Scientist Garage, to get this carb. Yan. So, just to make things simpler, kinonvert natin siya sa carburetor system. Ito galing to sa W123 body na ganito rin ang engine, M102 na naka-carb. So, meron naman nilabas na ganitong engine. So, kinuha lang namin lahat, the carb and the manifold. No? Pero yon, the difference of that is 4-speed lang siya. Ito mamaya pala, isabihin ko sa inyo kung ano pa yung ginawa namin on the inside. Anyway, I wanted to delete the entire wiring system, the ECU. Feeling ko yun talaga yung culprit kung ba't siya palyado, nagcho-choke, hard starting, yan. So, pag carb na siya, wala na siyang ECU. Hindi mo na siya kailangan ng ECU. Ang kailangan mo na lang, basically, yung pinaka-electronics niya is this one. Yan, galing na rin yan sa 123, I think. So, this is the igniter. Along with yung distributor niya. Pinalitan din yan para mag-shoot dito sa kanya. Yan. So, basically, tanggal lahat ng wirings. Tapos, sa fuel pump, pinalitan din ni Charlie ng mas lower pressure. Sabi niya kailangan kasi lower pressure. Kasi ito malakas na yung pressure ng carb. So, yan. This is the major conversion that we did sa engine. This guy, buti nakahanap kami. Thank you again, Easy, for that. And, sa Patangas pa namin nakuha to. We went to a junk shop para makuha tong carb na yan. So, ngayon, mas simple na siya. Talagang, it's just literally air, gas, and spark. Under na yan. Tapos, mas malakas na yung hatak. Mamaya, let's drive the car around, labas natin, para ma-feel nyo rin yung lakas niya. And, ito, radiator, pinalitan ko na rin ng bago yan. Tapos, the belts, of course, the gasket, valve cover gasket, battery. Yan, basically, sa engine, yun yung mga ginawa natin. Tapos, yung aircon pala, sinira din ng dating mechanic during troubleshooting, umusok daw. Tapos, yung pinalitan na natin ng bagong compressor. Then, yung pinahiram ko sa kanya yung sasakyan, gumagana aircon yan. But then, yung binalikan ko sa bahay niya, sira. Yung mga tubo, tanggal-tanggal. So, ewan ko ano nangyari. So, guys, be careful pag maghahanap kayo ng mechanic friend, no? Dapat yung mapagkakatiwalaan talaga. So, anyway, yun yung sad story dito sa coaching to. I used to have a bad experience because of the previous mechanic that I had. I had huge problems with him. Buti na lang si Charlie dumating para saluhin. So, we did the conversion on the engine. Super happy with the engine. Tapos ito, ginawa niya ng dual din pala ni Charlie. Dual fan para mas malakas. Pero sa ngayon, nakarekta pa yan. So, let's check the inside of the car. Alright, so this is the inside of the 190E. Yan. So, very simple lang naman, oh. Again, I like the style of the 80s. Very simple. Mga exposed knobs, no hanky-panky, buttons, simpleng-simple siya. It's all analog, no? That's what I love about it. And this one, kung makikita nyo, yung kulay niya blue. So, yung nakita ko siya in person. Pero pag sa personal, sobrang ganda niya. Kasi sobrang bright ng blue. Ngayon kasi wala nang ganito eh. Tsaka tela yan. So, even the seats, to tela. Tapos may spring. May spring sa loob. Kaya sobrang comfortable niya. Tsaka malapad. Ito kasi spring, sobrang lambot. Yan. So, medyo sariwa pa naman yung loob niya. Although, meron lang siyang crack dito, crack doon. So, again, it's a project car. And it's a never-ending project car. Laging may masisira. Laging may ipapagawa. Dito, in the inside, ang ginawa ko, napalitan ko na tong steering wheel. Dati stock steering wheel to, yung malaki. Nalalaki na ako masyado. So, I was able to find this one sa Facebook. Although may sira lang siya dito, but then it can be repaired sa mga upholstery shops in the future. But then kasi blue, so medyo babagay siya sa interior niya, blue, no? And I believe this came from a W210 body. So, E-Class ba? Yan. So, this is the gauge panel. Gusto ko yung gauge panel ng Benz ng mga 80s. Simple, tapos analog, needles, no? Talagang feel mo lang yung kotse pag nina-drive. Pag umaandar lahat yan. The problem lang ngayon is this one, hindi na umaandar yung RPM gauge niya. Dati umaandar yan, but ngayon hindi na. Yung nag-convert na kami sa carburetor. So, probably it has something to do with the electricals. May mga wire siguro dati yan, or connected sa ECU, para umandar yon. But since wala na nga siyang ECU, wala na siya. So, what I did na lang, kasi nabihan ko na si Charlie, Bumili ako ng RPM gauge na lang that you can buy online, Shopee, Lazada, maliit. Yun na lang ilalagay namin dito siguro. Siguro papatong namin dyan para may RPM. Gusto ko kasi may RPM talaga eh. Yan. So this, pinalitan ko na. Tapos this one, the radio, pinalitan ko na rin yan ng Bluetooth, Pioneer. Again, sobrang importante sa akin ng Bluetooth when I drive. Sa kotse kasi ako nagre-relax. Actually, very therapeutic for me. So, kailangan may Bluetooth ako so I can listen to my songs, to the podcast, sa traffic, yan. So, ayan, pinalitan ko na. Bagay naman siya. Bumagay naman kasi black. Tapos one din lang. So, a major na ginawa namin dito ni Charlie is this one. Yan. So, as you can see, manual transmission na siya. Okay? Not just an ordinary manual transmission, but a 5-speed manual transmission. So, ito yung pedals. Pakita ko sa inyo. Yan. See? Ganda ng pagkakabit ni Charlie, oh. Parang stuck na stuck. Diba? May clutch na siya. Dati automatic to. Ito, tsaka to lang. So, dati, automatic lang yan. Pero ngayon, manual na. If you know me, ang gusto ko talagang mga kotse is manual transmission ng mga kotse. Kasi, mas for me, enjoyable ang kotse pag manual. Mas feel mo siya, mas feel mo yung makina, yung engagement ng makina. Sabi nga nila, di ba, it's man and machine. So for me, kung manual, the engine depends on you para tumakbo. The transmission depends on you para umandar. Not like the cars today. Cars nga today, they can drive by themselves, di ba? For me, kasi hindi na kotse yun eh. Sa akin, it's man and machine. So tulungan kayong dalawa. The car depends on you and you depend on the car. That's why, manual. So not everyone drives manual anymore, or not everyone even likes to have a manual car kasi nga tamad na mag-drive, gusto automatic na lang. But for me, I'm a car guy. May enjoy ko talaga sa sasakyan pag manual. So yes, the reason why nagpalit kami ng manual transmission is because we had problems with the transmission of this car. Yung hawak na ni Charlie yung kotse, nagka-sliding na yun. So nadadrive namin naman siya, but then napansin namin medyo mahina yung engagement, yung hatak, medyo kapos. So medyo kakabahan ka ng konti kasi nga medyo kapos siya. So it had to do with the clutch pala and the transmission. So one time gamit na ni Charlie tong sasakyan going to Cavite, tumirik na siya, hindi na yata nag-engage yung transmission. So sabi ko, hindi naman ako na bad trip yung sinabi niya. Ang automatic na pumasok sa utak ko is, uy, this is our chance to convert from automatic to manual. I know it can be done. Sabi rin ng mga kilala ko sa pagbe-benz na kaya naman yan basta may parts ka. So immediately, I went looking for parts para magawa namin yung conversion, yung manual swap. So, swerte naman kasi may mga kilala ako na nagpa-part out, may mga tumulong sa akin to make it easy for me sa payments, etc. ganyan. So nabuo ko siya unti-unti. Nabili ko siya pira-piraso, hindi isang buong donor car. So the transmission didn't come from one car, it came from several cars, no. So inunti-unti ko siyang buuin, which is I believe the harder thing to do kung magagawa kayo ng conversion. Suggest ko lang, if you're going to do the conversion yourselves, kumuha na kayo ng donor car na naka-manual. Then kunin nyo na lang lahat ng kailangan doon para ma-transfer dito. And first, we tried the transmission 4-speed ang una naming nahanap. That came from a W123. Pero hindi siya sakto dito. Yung pinasok na namin, ito, kung ito makikita nyo, nasa gitna. Yung before, nandito banda. Ang neutral niya. So, hindi siya pasok. So, sinuli ko yon. Then, I look for a manual transmission sa online, sa mga groups. Sali kayo sa groups, marami naman dyan, nagpa-part out. Doon, nakahanap ako ng pang W124 na 5-speed. So, better, di ba? So, kinuha ko na yon. Tapos, pumasok naman dito. So, the transmission, tapos yung bracket ng shifter, hiwalay pa yon. Nakabili ako, tinulungan tayo. So, along with that, with the conversion sa transmission, pinalitan na rin namin yung pressure plate. I got a brand new pressure plate, saka yung clutch lining. So, yung dalawang yon brand new. So, nakabili tayo sa Joe & Shop. Shout out Joe & Shop. Pumunta na kami doon para just to make sure na pasok yung specs doon sa transmission, no. So, yon yung mga kasama sa transmission na kailangan mo palitan, the pedals, the transmission itself, the shifter, yung mga linkage, tapos yung ano rin, propeller. Kailangan mong palitan yung propeller kasi iba yung propeller sa manual tsaka sa automatic. So, I was able to find one din, swerte talaga na meron. Yung nagbenta rin nito, si Andrew Bona, shoutout sa'yo. Meron din siyang nakatabi na propeller that came from a manual 5-speed na diesel naman yun na 124. So kinuha ko na rin yun. Again, mas mahirap nga yung patingi-tingi kasi ilang tao kakausapin mo tapos hanapin mo. Mas madali talaga kung meron kang donor car na naka-manual na, just buy that car tapos kunin mo na lahat doon dahil medyo marami kang papalitan. Then afterwards, yung mga pedals, may mga adjustments din dyan na fabrications na kailangan gawin, yung mga drills, yung mga butas, yung mga bolts. Yan, pinabricate din ni Charlie. So, tapos yung mga brackets sa ilalim, propeller, transmission mount, yan, mga ganyan, pinabricate na rin ni Charlie. So, it's not an easy job actually. Mabilis lang naman siya, basta kumpleto yung parts mo. Kakabit lang yan, fabrication, then yun, mabubuo mo na. So, ngayon, I'm very happy, naka-manual na siya. That's why I'm very excited to share this video with you. Let's go for a drive para just to let you experience how she rides now. Tapos ito pala, don't worry, papalitan natin yan. Toyota fog lamps, temporary, nilagay ni Charlie, pati yan. Aalisin na natin yan. So, let's go for a drive. Start naman siya agad. As you can see, patay na yung RPM niya. So, but pag dumating na yung RPM gauge na binili ko, gusto ko talaga meron. Kasi mas na-enjoy ko yung sasakyan ko meron. So, starts right up. So, nawala na yung hard starting niya. Actually, kanina ko pa siya dinadrive. This is the first time I've driven this car na naka-manual na, today. So, I am experiencing this first time as you guys also. That's why I'm very excited. Yun nga, yung sinabi ni Charlie na tapos na, nagagamit niya na drive niya na from Cavite, from Marikina to Cavite without problems. Ayun, sabi ko, sige, dalhin mo na dito sa bahay para naman ma-check ko rin kung paano siya. So, here it is, driving and ready. Yung steering wheel lang, tabingi, i-adjust lang niya to center. Yun, but small things na lang yun. So, again, I love driving the 190e kasi ang 190e, compact car, very, yung pag-maneuver niya, sobrang gaan, very responsive ang steering, tapos you're close to the ground, the car is very light, obviously, no? Dati automatic to, pero ngayon naka-manual na, much more fun to drive, no? Kaya the whole day I was smiling, I was feeling really happy kasi nga naka-manual na siya, hindi pa 4-speed kundi 5-speed. So, labas natin sa village para matesting natin yung 5-speed, pakita ko sa inyo. Yan. Yan, ito. Check this out. Hato natin. Oh, diba? May hatak na siya. Dati walang hatak to eh. Ngayon, feeling ko, kayang-kaya na ito mag-Baguio, kayang-kaya na ito mag-Antipolo. So, maybe in the coming weeks, test drive na namin to sa out of town. Maybe in Rizal. No? Gawa tayo ng video ng drive to Rizal. Tapos yung engine din, napansin ko, after namin gawin yung transmission, pumino. Parang ngayon, I can hear the engine na sumisipol ng konti, mas pino siya. So, I guess it has something to do with the delivery, the power delivery system, mas efficient na. So, kaya mas tumino yung makina. Gusto na makina, naka-manual. So, yeah. Feels really good. Alright, nakalabas na tayo ng village, no? So, woo! Sarap. Lakas. You can feel the power. Iba talaga pag manual. Mas torquey na siya, mas reliable. So, I'm loving the car so much. By the way pala, ma-share ko lang, this car, I already gave this car to Charlie. Binigay ko na sa kanya to para naman meron siyang laruan. So, kasi in the future, gusto ko, dalawa kami nagda-drive ng sasakyan. Yan nga, Iran, kamento ko sa inyo. Pupunta kami baka magtanay kami, Rizal or somewhere. Gusto ko dalawa kami. So I gave this car to him, deserve naman nun. Dahil siya rin naman yung tumutulong sa akin to maintain my fleet, no? So laking tulong sa akin ni Charlie. So kaya I decided, sige, sa kanya na to, buuin niya para meron naman siyang laruan. Ayan. Right. Second gear, third gear. Woo! Solid the drive, solid. Super solid. No? Super happy with this build. Down to actually itong coaching to, nasira yung transmission niya nung somewhere in December. Pasko nun eh. Naalala ko Pasko nun yung nag-text si Charlie na nasiraan daw siya, ayun na mag-engage yung transmission. So today is April, first week of April. So tumagal din ng ganon. Again, ang oras kasi namin ni Charlie is we only have the weekends to do our builds, to do our projects. Kasi meron naman siyang 9 to 5, meron din akong pasok. So sinisingit-singit lang namin siya. So kaya yun, down siya ng ilang months, January, February, March, 3 months hindi nagagamit yung kotse, 3 months of looking for parts, for completing the parts and installing, and now she's finally done. Yan. Alright, ito, hataw natin dito kasi medyo may space dito sa Corinthians. Ayan. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Bang! Ang dali. Yes. So I can't wait to drive her sa highway talaga para matesting namin yung rekta niya. Kasi dito sa Manila hindi mo naman magagamit ang fifth gear talaga eh. Kakapusing ka ng daan. So yeah, right now I'm on fifth gear. Car feels great. Solid na solid. Alright, no? So that's it. I just really wanted to show you the car. This 1987 or late 1980s 190e Mercedes-Benz with the carb swap and manual swap 5-speed. That's finally done. Ilang months namin di nagamit ni Charlie to. So I'm very happy about this car. Ngayon, sobrang sarap niya nang gamitin. Super reliable. It will give you the confidence. So if you're building one, if you're planning to buy an 80s car, go ahead, you know. Just go ahead. I suggest just look for a good mechanic, good shop, and it can be restored well, like what happened with this car. So basically that's it. The next step for this car is to have it repainted. Wash over na natin siya. Kailangan kasi makintab na lang to hold its value. I believe now ang value nito tumaas na dahil sa conversion na ginawa namin. Dahil I believe again, this is one of one in the Philippines. M102 carb gas engine with a 5-speed manual transmission. So I believe this car is very unique. So mag-hold na ng value yan as long as na makintab siya. Ang Benz kasi dapat makintab talaga eh. So anyway, that's it for the day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'm just eager to share with you our build dahil ang tagal ko rin inantay nito. Kahit na binigay ko na yung kotse kay Charlie, love na love ko pa rin itong sasakyan dahil this is my first 80s Benz. Tsaka dito ako nagsimula ulit bumuo ng mga sasakyan, no? So, alright, thank you for watching. Until next time.
Rack it up, I gotta build up the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas.